Hi everyone! Magandang hapon sa inyong lahat and welcome to another episode of Online Kwentuhan. Kamusta po kayong lahat mga ka-Agila? Ayan, sana ay nasa maayos kayong kalagayan sa mga panahong ito. For today, dahil Women's Month, syempre, it's March 31, 2023 at hindi po magpapahuli ang Online Kwentuhan, ang Project Agila, para bigyang pansin ang ating mga kababaihan sa buwang ito. And for today, we are very honored and privileged once again na magkaroon ng isang panauhin na kung saan magbibigay po siya ng kanyang mga inspiring words and i-share po niya ang kanyang journey bilang isang babae. And ayun, bago tayo magsimula, nais po namin pasalamatan ang lahat ng patuloy pong sumusuporta sa aming proyekto, sa aming social media accounts, Agila Vision of Hope, gayon din sa mga taong patuloy po na sumusuporta. Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat. And now, to officially introduce our guest for this afternoon, may I call on our Finance Officer from Bayawan City, Negros Oriental, Miss Criza Gonzalez. Ayan. Hi, Criza. Hello.
Ay, ayan. Nakaano pala ako. Pasensya na. Ayan. Ayan, good afternoon. So, good afternoon po sa lahat. I am Criza ulit. So, yung sound producer ngayon sa ating event. So, kailangan ko pa ba introduce to? Sure.
Depende
Ayan,
sa'yo.
So, it's my honor to introduce her. Actually, may friend ko rin siya and siya ang president ng WDARE. And ina-advocate niya yung sexual and reproductive health and as well as the women's with disabilities. Yan, nabubulol ako. So, Ate Janine, yan, take it away po. Thank you.
Thank you for that very short and sweet introduction to my friend Criza. I'm Janine Cruzet. I'm the newly elected president of WDARE, Women with Disability Taking Actions on Our Productive Health and Human Rights. Yon.
Ayan. Hello, Miss Janine. Kumusta po kayo? And thank you for saying yes sa ating online kwentuhan. Mga kaagila, because it is Women's Month, pakitype po or pakilaganap ang hashtag empowering women. Ayan. For today's hashtag empowering women. So Miss Janine, can you tell us something about WDare? Ano bang objectives nito? Ano ba yung mga goals, mission or vision ng organization na ito?
Actually, Domini there started as a project. Pangalan talaga siya ng project, action research project that was conducted by University of Melbourne, De La Salle University, and other different organizations of people with disabilities. So we started, and then the aim of this project, Domini there, was to really promote the sexual and reproductive health rights of women and girls with disabilities. So under that project, we conducted peer-to-peer group action research. So it means peer-to-peer. So we am one of the associate facilitators that time when we did that. So we talk about sexual and reproductive health rights, gender-based violence, and access to justice. So it's also we also discussed different disability rights, and then after that we decided that last year we sent a project proposal to Voice Philippines for the empowerment grant, and luckily yung aming grupo got the grant. So it's a 1-year project, and then the goal of this project is to organize women with disabilities, and then promoting their rights as women, and then women with disability, and also promoting the sexual and reproductive health rights. So doon nagsama-sama yung mga kababaihang naging participants din namin doing that Domini Dare project, and then some of them they were our participants, and then some of them they were also our fellow facilitators of that peer action group. So it's a group of women with disabilities na magkakaiba kami ng kapansanan, pero iisa yung layunin namin na yung mga kababaihang may kapansanan ay maging hindi siya invisible. So we want to be visible, inclusive, and we want to be, we belong, and then we also decide for ourselves that women with disabilities can also decide for ourselves. So yun talaga yung goal nung W there.
Wow, that's great, Ma'am Janine. Napaka-empowering po ng inyong goal, ng inyong mission and vision para sa ating mga kababaihang may kapansanan rin. So, yeah, it's empowering women with disabilities. But before we proceed, Ma'am Janine, we prepared some game for you. So, handa ka na ba?
Okay.
So dahil meron na kaming idea about the organization na kinabibilangan nyo, syempre kailangan namin magkaroon din ng idea sino ba yung babae na aming kinakausap sa hapong ito. So kung handa ka na, napakasimple lang po ng ating laro. Ito po ay tinatawag nating two truths in a lie. So all you have to do is to give us 3 statements, and those 3 statements should consist 2 truths about you and 1 lie. At kami pong tatlo dito, sina Criza, Wendell at ako, hahanapin namin doon kung ano nga ba yung kasinungalingan na inyong sinasabi sa inyong mga statements. So ready ka na po ba?
Okay. So magsasabi ako sa inyo ng 2 totoo about myself, and then isang hindi totoo.
Yes, at hahanapin po namin doon kung ano yung mali. So kung sa Itbulaga may bawal judgmental, dito bawal ka magsinungaling. Okay po ba tayo? Sanay ka po ba magsinungaling?
Depende.
Depende.
Oo.
Okay, depende sa kausap, no? Okay, so Ma'am Janine, let's start. So we will give you time to think, and then after a few while, you can throw na yung inyong statement. So if you're ready, so go na tayo.
Okay, ready na ako.
Wow, ang bilis. Okay, sige, Ma'am Janine, give us your 3 statements now.
I'm Janine, and I'm 30 years old. I'm Janine, a very strong advocate of sexual and reproductive health rights. And I'm Janine. Um, I love pets.
Okay, wow. So ulitin ko para sa mga hindi nakarinig, no? So unahin natin. So si Ma'am Janine daw ay isang 30-year-old na babae. Ikalawa, siya ay advocate ng sexual. Okay, Ma'am Janine, ano nga ulit yun?
Sexual and reproductive health rights.
Okay. At ang pangatlo, she loves pets. Okay. So, tingnan natin kung mahulaan namin doon kung ano yung mali. So, unahin natin syempre yung nag-invite o naging bridge kung bakit nandito kayo ngayon sa platform na ito. So, Criza, anong hula mo? Is it statement 1, 2, or 3? What's the lie?
Parang dapat hindi ako kasama kasi kilala ko siya.
Oo. Ako na.
So, pass na ako dyan.
Oh,
Okay. So, sige.
Oo, pass
Sige.
ako dyan.
So, okay. Sige. Wendell, ano sa tingin mo, anong hula mo ngayon? Ano ang kasinungalingan sa mga binanggit niya?
Hello. Sa akin siguro is ang number 3.
3, she loves pet. Ako siguro dun ako sa statement number... May pa-drum roll ba tayo dyan? May patibok ng puso pala to eh. Okay. Meron tayo, para sa akin yung lie, statement number 1. So, Miss Janine, bago niyo i-reveal sa amin kung ano yung mali, pakisabi mo na yung tama na isa sa mga sinabi niyo before you spit it out, yung mali doon.
Of course, I'm a strong advocate of SRHR, so sexual and reproductive health rights. So that's the number 1 truth about me.
Okay. So, Wendell, tingnan natin kung sino ang may tama sa ating dalawa, ha? Ang hula ko, statement number 1, ikaw, statement number 3. So, Ma'am Janine, go. Ano ba ang mali doon?
Yung statement number 1, I'm not 30 years old, but I'm not going to reveal my true age.
Okay.
Bahala na yung mga manonood kung magkano, kung ilan na talaga ako.
Okay. So, ibig sabihin, si Ma'am Janine po, mga ka-Agila, ay isang advocate ng SRA. Ikalawa, she really loves pet. May alaga po kayong pet ngayon?
Nakikialaga ng pusa.
Nakikialaga ng pusa. At least, okay. So, ang mali doon, siya ay hindi 30 years old. So, sa tingin ko, dahil sa boses ni Ma'am Janine, siguro sabihin natin na medyo bata pa siguro to. Hindi siya 30 eh. Parang napaka-angelic daw ng voice eh. Sige, sabihin natin, nakaidaran ko lang siya. Katulad ko, sabihin natin na 25 years old. Tama po ba yun?
Sana, Criza. Older.
Older. Pero parang hindi halata kasi very empowered po kayo. Di ba? Yung age hindi naman dinidetermine o it doesn't define kung sino ka. Ang mahalaga, you love yourself. O, di ba?
Yeah.
Okay, so Ma'am Janine, handa na kayo sa ating online kwentuhan for today. Okay, for today. Okay, so sige, for our number 1 question, so Wendell, kasama ko po dito yung aking puppet. May puppet po ako named Wendell.
Puppet.
Joke lang po. Biro lang. Okay, for question number 1. So,
sige, ready
Wendell.
na po ba kayo, Ma'am Janine?
Yes,
so, question number 1 po namin is, what inspired you to become an advocate for sexual and reproductive health and the human rights of women with disabilities?
Wow. I think it's a really long story because before I started advocating the SRHR, ang naging talaga sa akin, life-changing experience ko was when I did this socioeconomic status survey. That was 2012 2008. So, yung nag-enumerate ako ng mga person with disabilities, how their, socioeconomic status din. I felt blessed.
Mhm.
And I said, marami palang mga person with disability na katulad ko, yung nahihirapan sa buhay. And
Mhm.
then after that, I really strive harder to extend and expand my networks and connections. So that's how I've met Crazy, and then I've met my fellow facilitators when we conducted this Double Their project. And then
Mhm.
when we're doing this project, I heard real life experiences of women and girls with disability who experience violence and abuse, but they
Yes.
are really
Mhm.
scared to come out because number one, it started from, started yung violence and abuse sa pamilya nila. Yun yung talagang very heartbreaking experience for me. Listening to that story na yung perpetrator nila is their own family member or yung
Mhm.
kanilang caregiver or yung kanilang partner sa buhay. And then, number two, the reason why they don't want to come out because, um, they think no you when you are a woman or woman with disability, ano ka, prone ka talaga sa discrimination and
Mhm.
yung meron na agad na panghuhusga, 'di ba na kaya ka nabuntis kasi meron kaming experience, meron ako narinig na story that time when we're doing that project. Ano siya, bulag siya. And
Mhm.
then ang perpetrator niya ay nasa loob lang din talaga ng bahay nila. And then
Yes.
nag-report siya sa barangay, sa police kasi nabuntis siya. So ang sabi sa kanya ng police, ano ba yan? Bulag ka na nga. Nagbubuntis ka pa. Siguro ang landi-landi mo. Kaya, alam mo
Oh.
yon yung ganun. So,
Mhm.
um, parang yun yung naging dahilan ko para hindi siya tama na ganun ang trato sa mga kababaihang may kapansanan kasi kami rin ay may kakayahan na magpamilya. Kami ay may
Yeah.
kakayahang magbuntis, kami ay may kakayahan din na mag-alaga ng mga anak. So, one other elements of SRHR is also the gender-based violence. So, I
Mhm.
really want to really prevent and protect yung mga women and girls with disability against gender-based violence. Kasi number one, we are women. So
Mhm.
very, ano na yun, kumbaga, nade-discriminate kami because of our gender. And then, number two, we are discriminated because of our disability. And then
Mhm.
also, we are also discriminated because of our socioeconomic status namin sa lipunan. So most of our women with disabilities are, I'm not saying that they're not educated, undergraduate, or maybe they don't know nothing about their rights because their family um keep them in their house kasi nga they believe that they can't do anything, so hindi sila edukado, so
Mhm.
or hindi sila educated. They didn't really, attain higher education. Gaya, hindi katulad natin, di ba? We're privileged because we were able to get into college, get a proper training. But yung other women and girls na nakilala ko during this project, no read, no write sila. So,
Mhm.
hindi nga ako makapaniwala, oh my gosh, nangyayari pala to na may mga babae palang may kapansanan na no read, no write. So, what do you expect? If you don't have good education, can you really get a good employment? I don't think so. So,
Mhm.
number three, the reason now why we are discriminated because of our status in the society. So, yun yung naging ano ko, yun yung naging motivational force ko why I really want to promote SRHR. To think na single ako ha, na um, hindi ako kasal, um, oo, nagde-date-date ako, pero yung 'di ba pag inisip kasi natin SRHR is that parang iisip lang natin, para lang yan sa married woman or para lang yan sa may kapartner. Pero no,
Mhm.
kasi we talk about health here. And part of our well-being is also our sexual and reproductive health. So, doesn't matter if you are married, if you are single, or if you are partnered, or if you have different gender preference. So
Mm-hmm.
I think, it's health is for all. So I think kahit na babae kami na may kapansanan, karapatan din namin na pangalagaan ang aming sarili. Kasi ang SRHR hindi naman din yan para lang sa yung pakikipagtalik kasi yun ang iniisip nila. Pero ang
Mm-hmm.
totoo, it's more of personality development as well.
Yes.
And how
Yeah.
you um relate yourself to other people. It's also relationship, you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, I like what you have said a while ago, Miss Janine, no, na
Mhm.
the discrimination, na stereotypes, yung pagiging marginalized because
Mhm.
women has this disability, but it doesn't mean na kailangan silang tratuhin ng ganyan. Because tama po
Mm.
kayo that you can do something better beyond what people expect from you. In
Mhm.
short, you are women who are differently abled as well. So may magagawa kayo. Now, Miss
Mm.
Janine, gusto ko lang malaman, no? Tama po kayo that it's not about being single, it's not about sex, but it's all
Mhm.
about personality development. It's all about awareness on how you're gonna handle women like you.
Mhm.
Kasi sa panahon po natin, I really admire women now because they are very bold. They are very, kumbaga, strong sila compared before. That now, alam nila kung anong gusto nila at alam nila kung ano sila. And your
Mhm.
advocacy really helped these women to really be enlightened na ito yung karapatan natin bilang isang babae. So dapat
Mhm.
manindigan at tumayo tayo at magsama-sama bilang isang empowered women. So I like what you have
Mhm.
explained a while ago, Ms. Jen. It's very informative and very inspiring. Now, let us go to the second question. Are
Mhm.
you ready?
Yeah, sure. Para akong
Okay.
Miss Universe dito, ah.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
So next question po natin, Ma'am Janice, is how has your personal experience with visual impairment impacted your advocacy work?
Paano ba? Kasi, ah, hindi kasi they think na actually my visual impairment is not inborn. So I acquired my disability when I graduated college. And then when I was about to apply for a job, so that's the time that we found out that I have glaucoma. So I'm not really fit to work in a hospital setting kasi I'm applying for therapies that time. And then yung personal experience ko, I also, they thought that, Janine, siya, matalino, 'di ba? May magandang personalidad. I know how to communicate with people. Pero hindi pala yun enough for me to land on a better situation when I got this disability. I also experienced discrimination, especially sa employment. Pag halimbawa nag-apply ako ng work and then it's a phone interview kasi that time hindi pa naman uso yung mga Zoom that time. So may mga phone interview akong um, pinasa na nakapasa ako. And then when I stepped in their office, actually for final interview, and then they found out na I have visual impairment, they got surprised. You're applying for a job but you passed the phone interview. So they thought na capable ako of working, but I got discriminated when they saw me in their office and I have my personal assistant with me, and then I have visual impairment. So, 'di ba? Parang sa akin, I applied for this job kasi I thought na I'm qualified. Hindi niyo naman sinabi sa inyong qualification that you are not going to accept people with disability. So, naisip ko, dapat pala maging exposed talaga yung mga women with disability na hindi lang sa education, kahit sa employment, talagang dapat maging with conviction na karapatan kong magtrabaho, doesn't matter if I have visual impairment kasi you tell me what to do. and then I'll be the one
Mhm.
who's going to walk her, walk through the process or go through the process, just like the other people without disability. And if, like, for example, you think and you believe that I can do the job, I can deliver, then give me reasonable accommodation. So yun yung mga natutunan ko when I started attending training, yung umattend ako ng training sa Atrieve. So from zero knowledge sa computer, then, I've learned how to transcribe. I know how to use computers. And then, it's lahat naman nagsisimula sa sarili. So I think yung mga failures ko, yung mga frustrations ko sa buhay, yung mga challenges ko na pinagdaanan ko from without disability and with disability, naging tuntungan ko yon para pagbutihin ko pa ulit yung sarili ko na repackage ko from woman without disability to a woman with visual impairment. So, repackaging lang, di ba? Parang, eto ko, siguro, yung mga skills ko, hindi ko lang siguro siya na-explore because hindi ko siya pansin because I don't have disability. But, when I become woman with disability, I explore deeper. Kaya ko palang gawin. Kaya ko palang mag-computer kahit hindi ako gumagamit ng screen. I thought it was amazing. I thought it's
Mhm.
impossible, diba? Pero, and, yun yung parang inano ko siya. In-explore ko pa yung mga iba ko pang kayang gawin na ng walang paningin na hindi masyado kinakailangan ng paningin. So, yun siguro yung mga mga naging yung mga hamon ko sa buhay, yung mga kabiguan ko, yung mga na-experience ko na panlalait sa akin ng ibang tao. 'Di ba dati ako yung nanlalait, ngayon ako na yung nilalait, 'di ba mga gano'n. Pero yun, naging ko yun, kalakasan ko yun. Yun, 'di ba?
But yes, tama po kayo, Ma'am Janine. That's the
Mm.
problem sometimes. Tama po kayo kanina na paano ka makakaroon ng employment if you are not educated? Because
Mhm.
magkadugtong talaga yan eh. If you are educated, then employment will follow. And
Mhm.
in your case, di ba naging mahirap din po yung journey niyo sa paghahanap ng trabaho? And
Mhm.
sa panahon ngayon, we are lucky na may mga company na rin na tumatanggap ng person with disability. But still, meron pa rin discrimination, meron pa rin kumbaga meron pa rin nagiging outcast because of that situation.
Mhm.
Kumbaga sa
Mhm.
isang company, di ba, for example, if I will hire someone, no, halimbawa sabay kayo nag-apply, yung isa may visual impairment, yung isa naman is sabihin natin, he is capable of doing everything. Siyempre, as the employer, ang pipiliin ko yung capable to do everything. Ngayon,
Mhm.
ang hindi nakita ng mismo employer is the potential of this
Yeah.
person, yung may kapansanan.
Mhm.
Because most often than not, may mas magagawa pa yung person with disability kasi mas motivated sila actually, mas
Mhm.
driven sila to do more in life. But of course, ganun talaga ang mundo. It's unfair, but darating yung time, tulad yun po ngayon, you are in your situation right now na you are an advocate, you are also working. Kumbaga, the
Mhm.
struggles you have in the past will lead you sa breakthrough na meron kayo today. And
Agree,
thank you for
agree.
sharing that, no,
Mhm.
Miss Janine, na-enlighten po yung mga tao regarding sa inyong sinasabi. Ngayon, the question here is, what is your work as of this moment?
Um, Ako kasi I'm an independent contractor ng transcription and documentation. But
Mhm.
before I become comfortable getting my own client in this industry, marami na akong inukutang mga work online. So I started as a web content writer, and then I became an appointment setter, telemarketer, and then English coach sa mga Korean. So, ang hindi ko na lang talaga nagagawa yung mga katulad ng ginagawa ni Krisa, yung mag-support sa technical kasi hindi talaga ako
Mhm.
technical.
Yes.
Yun. Mm. So, yun.
Pero ma'am, okay, so ma'am Janine, no, question lang din. Medyo na-curious lang po ako kanina. You've mentioned na mag-a-apply kayo sa isang hospital. So, what was your program back in college?
Associated respiratory therapy.
Okay.
Graduate ako nun. So, kami yung mga nag-hook ng mga pasyente sa ventilator, and then we do the inhalation therapy. And then, yun, kami yung mga nangangalaga sa mga pasyenteng may sakit sa baga.
Okay.
And heart.
And heart, okay. So,
Hindi
alagang puso
broken-heartedness.
pala. Okay. Buti clarify niyo po yan. Kasi I assume, problemang puso ito eh. Anyway, so let us go na sa third question natin. So, Wendell, bring it on.
Ayun, thank you very much po. Marami-rami na rin palang naikutan si ma'am. And sabi nga po niya, the discrimination is there. I believe we can all relate to that naman po sa discrimination bilang ano po tayong lahat with visual. For the third question po namin is, what are some of the biggest challenges faced by people with disabilities when it comes to sexual and reproductive health?
Isa talaga sa very challenging, especially for women and girls with disability, is how to access health services relates to their SRHR. Like for example, kasi nga, pagka nandun ka, number one, you are a woman who are deaf, walang sign language interpreter sa mga health centers. And then, like, for example, for information, if you really want to get information about family planning, yung mga reading materials nila is not accessible for women with visual impairment. And then, for yung mga challenges naman ng mga women with physical disability, yung health center, yung ibang health center, nasa second floor, walang rampa. And then ang pinaka-major din na challenge sa mga women and girls with disability when we talk about their SRHR is the attitude of the healthcare providers. Sad to say, may mga iba pa rin na mga healthcare providers, they're not open-minded. Na women and girls with disabilities have also sexual life, and then they also concerned about their reproductive health. Na diba nandun agad yung panghuhusga na babae kang may kapansanan, ba't ka pa mag-aasawa, ba't ka pa magbubuntis, kaya mo ba na alagaan yung anak mo, hindi ka nga nakakakita, or paano mo pag-aaralin yung anak mo, alam mo yun, yung mga ganon. Na minsan they're the one who decide for this woman with disability, while in fact, we also have the right to have our own family, raise our own children, and also, access to our health. Kasi nasa UNCRPD rin naman yan. Diba? So, I think that's also, number one thing, yung attitude. You can't really change the attitude of the society towards women and girls with disabilities, especially when they're accessing their sexual and reproductive health rights. They thought na, to babaeng may kapansanan, di ba? Sorry for my term, pero iniisip agad nila na, hindi naman ito nag-access ng family planning, di ba? Kasal ka ba? Nag-asawa pa. May kapansanan na nga. Ano bang tingin nila sa amin? Di ba? Parang, wala kaming, kasi when you talk about sexuality, it's not just, you just want to have sex with someone You want to have this meaningful relationship with someone, regardless if it's opposite sex or, same sex. Still, it talks about your interpersonal capacity and your intercultural competencies. We also talk about that in SRHR. So, yun. Diba?
Wow. Speechless. But that's true. That's because Ma'am Janine, no? Tama po. Tama po kayo doon sa sinabi niyo, no? that
Mm-mm.
the accessibility, yun talaga yung isa sa mga problems natin. Or na, actually, mapalalaki o mapababae, yan talaga
Mhm.
yung problem eh, di ba? Yung access natin to information, our access sa mismong
Services.
venue, services at the
Mhm.
same time.
Mhm.
But you are very right when you've mentioned a while ago yung attitude ng mga health worker or health provider. Because
Mhm.
we have to understand yung salitang empathy.
Yep.
Kailangan naiintindihan mo yung taong kausap mo, yung taong nangangailangan. Because be thankful you are not in their situation. Because what if kung nagkapalit ka ng sitwasyon, ikaw yung may kapansanan at the same time, ikaw pa yung nangangailangan and you've encountered someone just the same tulad mo on how you treat these people. Di ba? Masakit din, mahirap din. And yes, Ma'am
Mhm.
Janine, tama po kayo sa sinabi niyo kanina that it is not just all about sex. No, na kala
Mhm.
nila kailangan mo lang punan ang pangangailangan mo bilang isang babae, but it is a physiological need. Sabi nga eh, lahat ho tayo meron tayong sexual desires and we have to somehow fill in yung desire na yon. Pero
Mhm.
yung mga tao, very judgmental, na kapag pumunta ka doon to ask for information about family planning, akala nila, tama po kayo, malandi ka, na parang
Mhm.
you're not thinking about yourself. Kung baga gusto mo lang pakasarap, hindi ka nag-iisip na magkakaanak ka, kaya mo mambuhayin yon. But yes,
Mhm.
that's true. Kailangan natin yung SRA, tama po ba Miss Janine?
SR.
SR?
HR. Uh,
SRHR, kailangan
yeah.
talaga yung mapalaganap so that people can really understand na hindi sila manghuhusga ng kapwa. Instead, magiging kasama natin sila para magkaroon ng isa pang harmonious and vibrant relationship towards each other. Di ba?
Mhm.
Ayan.
Mhm.
So, Ma'am Janine, kayo, for example, gusto ko na po makuha yung sentiment. What if someone approached you and sinabi po sa inyo na, Janine or Ma'am, meron po akong pinagdadaanan ngayon with my sex life.
Mhm.
And people around me judge me because they don't understand where I'm coming. So, in short po, she wanted to give herself to that scenario, sa ganyan pong sitwasyon. I mean, gusto niya
Mhm.
magkaroon ng sexual activity with her partner. Pero people around her is telling na wag kasi hindi maganda, hindi tama. Isipin mo dapat paano pa nakabuo ka, paano yung magiging anak yan, all that. What advice can you tell to that person?
Um, kasi din sa SR HR lang, HR din no ng women and girls with disability. We also teach them how to take care of themselves. Kasi yun
Mm-hmm.
yung number one, self-care. Um, the advice that I could give this woman, for example, she has disability and then she really want to have um sexual activities with the
Mm-hmm.
person that she's in love with. I'm not gonna
Yes.
stop. It's a matter of choice. You have your choice.
Mm-hmm.
If you think that you can, you'll assume responsibility and you know how to take care of yourself, and then you know your boundaries, um, do it, 'di ba? Pero kung
Aha.
hindi ka talaga ready, kasi iba kasi yung ready ka sa responsable ka, 'di ba?
Yes.
Lahat naman, 'di
Yes.
ba? Lahat naman ng babae, kahit ako pwede ko sabihin, "Uy, ready ako makipagtalik sa edad ko na 'to," 'di
Mm-hmm.
ba? Pero ang ano ba dito, magiging responsable ba ako in case yung circumstance na ako'y magbubuntis, 'di ba?
Yeah.
Kaya
Yes.
ko bang harapin yung responsibilidad at pananagutan? Kasi it's just a matter of choice. You have your choice. But if you are not ready or if you are not responsible enough, I'm not really promoting, premarital sex here, but
Mm-hmm.
it's more of self-care. And you know your boundaries, you know what you can do, and you know what's the best options that you could get. So it's your choice. Karapatan mo yon kung sa tingin mo kakayanin mo na magpamilya and harapin yung circumstansya after mong makipagtalik sa taong mahal mo, um,
Mm-hmm.
do it, 'di ba? Basta hindi inalalagay sa panganib, number one, yung kalusugan mo, at number
Mm-hmm.
two, yung kalusugan din nung batang dadalhin mo, 'di ba?
Yes, tama. May bago ako natutunan po ngayon. The difference between being ready and being
Mm.
responsible.
Mhm.
Tama eh. Everybody can be ready for it, but are you
Mm.
responsible enough to handle whatever, consequence or result of your action? Anyway, moving
Mm.
forward to our question number 4.
Mhm.
Ayun, thank you very much. So, para po sa ating fourth question is, ano po sa tingin niyo, how can society be more disability friendly, inclusive, especially when it comes to issues related to sexual and reproductive health? Po, yun.
So, paano? Siguro magkaroon ng boses sa mga bigyan ng boses sa mga kababaihang may kapansanan. Kasi sa iba kasi when we talk about like for example kasi yung mga I believe yung mga generation nyo, you're very open to not really sex yung ano mo yung sexualidad mo. Actually, kaya nyo nang i-express yung sarili nyo na eto yung gender
Yes.
preference ko, eto yung gender expression ko, and this is how I really want the society to see me, 'di ba? Pero
Yes.
kasi sa mga older generation, gaya ko, may mga iba pa rin na ang tingin nila sa usaping sexualidad ay tabu at hindi dapat pinag-uusapan, 'di ba? So ako dapat at an early age, like for example, kung meron man akong anak nasa puberty stage siya, hindi ko siya pagbabawalang magtanong. Kasi yun yung time na nagiging curious sila, kaya sila natatakot na magsabi sa magulang kasi when they become curious about their body, then they're asking about sensitive matter or topic about their body, we forbid them. Di ba yung mga bata, ewan ko, kasi matanda talaga ako sa inyo. Bata kami, bawal, di ba? Bawal pag-usapan ang pakikipagtalik sa loob ng pamilya. Pero alam mo, ako bilang nasa ganitong edad na, no, hindi dapat siya bawal. Kasi bahagi yan ng pagkatao mo. Kasi tayo ay nilikha ng Diyos na may sexualidad. We are sexual being. 'Di ba nakalagay naman din yan sa ano sa Bible if you're going to
Yes.
compare we're going to talk about the faith. Pero kasi 'di ba minsan nga pag pinag-uusapan yung SRHR noon 10 years back, madaming mga Katoliko ang against sa SRHR law ng Pilipinas kasi they said that they're promoting premarital sex. They thought that we're promoting abortion, ganyan. It's not that kasi we want yung self-acceptance kasi kung halimbawa ako nagsabi sa akin yung anak ko na eto um dapat magsimula talaga sa pamilya na magkaroon ng boses eh. Especially yung
Yes.
mga babaeng may
Opo.
kapansanan or yung taong may kapansanan, hinahayaang magsalita. Ang gusto ko din para maging disability inclusive ang Pilipinas na lipunan, pakinggan, konsultahin yung mga person with disability. Huwag mag-assume na alam nyo yung para sa amin. Kasi 'di ba? Kayo ba yung may kapansanan? Kayo ba yung nakakaramdam ng nararamdaman natin? Okay, given you are being empathic, but still you're not in our situation. 'Di ba? So, ako yun din siguro, pakinggan, konsultahin, number one, para maging inclusive yung ating society. When we talk about SRHR, buksan yung health center, gawing accessible yung mga serbisyo, yung mga informasyon tungkol sa family planning, sa sexuality and health rights ng women with disabilities. Kasi kasali kami, we belong.
Yes.
And we also decide, we matter. Kasi minsan sa experience ko, pag nalaman na may kapansanan ka, I don't know about other people with disability, pagka nalaman na may kapansanan ka, you don't matter. Subject ka
Mhm.
lang. 'Di ba?
Yes.
Parang hindi ka importante. Pero nandun yung nandun yung hindi ako importante kasi may kapansanan ako pero tao ako, 'di ba? Yun yung mahalaga. So, yun yung dapat nating bigyan ng diin, bigyan ng boses at konsultahin yung mga person with disability.
Tama po kayo sa sinabi niya, Ma'am Janine, no, that
Mm.
women's matter.
Yeah,
Kailangan
agree.
natin silang pakinggan at kailangan din manindigan ng mga babae. Don't get me wrong, Ma'am Janine. No? I
Mm.
like the way how you strongly explain everything about the advocacy, about the experiences of each woman. But at the
Oh.
same time, I also like to point out that there are still women na medyo, sabihin natin, na takot or they are not that strong enough to really stand up and fight for their rights. And one good thing about the SRHR is that
Yeah.
it encourages all the women to take part on this movement. Because sino pa ba magtutulungan kundi kayo lang din? I mean, we can support you, we can help you, but it will all boil down to self-love, to self-care. Diba? Hindi ko minimension yung kanina na the SRHR aims to produce a healthy environment for women as well, and it is also a way for women to be empowered, and that's what we really like it. We really like about it. Sorry, we really like about it. No, na you, Ma'am Janine, you are here not just to inspire us, but nandito kayo para maging isang example kung paano nga bang isang babae sa modernong panahon. O, di ba? Ang ganda na.
Agree. Kasi alam mo, dapat tanggapin din ng babae. Like for example, ako, no, hindi naman ako inborn with visual impairment.
Yes.
So lahat talaga nagsisimula sa pagtanggap. You recognized and you embraced your impairment. And then, everything will follow. Like for example, sa gender preference. If, like for example, ako, lesbiana ako, sino bang unang tatanggap ng ibang preference ko? Kundi sarili ko, di ba? Kung hindi ko tanggap na iba yung gusto ko na maging karelasyon, sino pang tatanggap sa akin, di ba?
Yes.
It's an echo. It's a radiating force that comes from within. If the society nakita nila na tayo bilang tao may kapansanan, ay tanggap natin na tayo ay may kapansanan, I think it would take a big lift to really say that Philippine society is inclusive and disability friendly. But if we are people with disability come together and then with one voice, I think the society will accept for being who we are. And then probably there be the one who's going to modify, yung mga infrastructures or maybe make some adjustments and then, change their mindsets or perspective towards people with disability. So it's recognition, I think.
Ayan. Yes. Thank you, Ma'am Janine. So, may isa po akong challenge sa inyo. Kasi sabi po nila, mas magagaling daw po ang mga babae kesa sa mga lalaki. Naniniwala po ba kayo doon?
Hindi. Kasi believe in gender equality.
Wow.
Mamaya marami magalit sa akin mga lalaki. Kasi women really want to be treated as equal. So I think it's just fair for us women to treat men as our equal. So walang siguro ang pinagkaiba lang dito we complement. Maybe there are some skills that men can do. And then there are some skills that women can do that men cannot. You can't give birth. You can't, get pregnant. So I think that's only the difference between, female and male. But when it comes to skills, I think patas lang din naman, diba?
Wow. Grabe. Sige po, Ma'am Jenny, ipa-perfect ko po sa recitation natin ngayong Grabe, napaka mind-blowing ang ating discussion for this afternoon. Okay, sige, moving forward sa ating question number 5. So, Wendell, bring it on.
Ayun. So, I really like how
Hanggang 100 to.
Janine answered talaga ng
Kaya nga
question.
eh.
Very precise and halatang hasang-hasa na talaga siya sa pag-advocate nitong field na kanyang pinili. So, for the next question po, based po sa inyong experiences, what
Mhm.
are the common sorry. What are some of the most common misconceptions that people have about disability and how can we overcome them? Yes.
Siguro nabanggit ko na kanina 'no,
Mhm.
dun sa umpisa pa lang na 'pag ang tingin nila sa babaeng may kapansanan, asexual, quote and quote, "Hindi kami nalilibugan." Ano kami,
Oh, yes.
robot, 'di ba? We don't have our desires,
Yes,
we don't fantasize, we don't have sexual fantasies, we don't, uh, we don't aspire to have a relationship. Kasi yun yung tingin nila, 'di ba? Maybe there are women that they prefer to they're not attracted to either opposites or same sex. So choice nila yon. Pero I think may sila kasi when you desire for something, it's doon nagsisimula yung love eh, 'di ba? Yung emotion. Even though probably there are some women na hindi sila na-attract sa babae o kahit sa lalaki, pero may relasyon sila, 'di ba? Mahal nila yung advokasya nila. It's more of emotions. Siguro yun yung una na nakikita pagka pinag-usapan natin ng SRHR ng mga women and girls with disability, they think na wala kaming pakiramdam. Wag na nating pagdiinan na wala kaming sexual desires. Pakiramdam na lang, 'di ba?
Mhm.
Yun, 'di ba, tao kami, natural lang na may emosyon kami, nagagalit kami, nagmamahal kami, may nagugustuhan kami. Gusto rin naman naming maging engaging yung conversation, maging engaging yung aming relationship or yung aming connection sa iba't ibang klase ng tao. Yun yung misconception, number 1. And number 2, ang tingin nila sa mga kababaihan, una na, we are just a subject either ng violence and abuse, and subject lang kami ng desire ng mga lalaki, 'di ba? So pero hindi lang kami pambahay, 'di ba? Hindi lang din kami quote and quote pangkama. Pwede rin kami sa panglipunan. Kaya rin naming makipagsabayan sa mga lahi ni Adan, 'di ba? Kung magaling sa math yung ibang lalaki, may iba rin namang mga babae magagaling sa math, 'di ba? Kung
Yes.
kaya niyo namang magbuhat ng mga mabibigat at 'di ba, tumanggap ng mabibigat na responsibilidad at maging leader sa inyong community, kaya din naman namin mag-lead ng mga babae, 'di ba? Kasi 'di ba, we have all God designed us, in a very unique way. So, ako, naisip ko, may mga contribute ang mga kababaihan na hindi rin naman ikayang contribute ng mga kalalakihan. At may mga kaya din naman kayo i-contribute na hindi rin naman namin kaya. 'Di ba? So, I think it's more of accepting lang din. Kung ano yung kaya nyo, tanggapin namin, 'di ba, bilang mga kababaihan. At kung ano din naman yung kaya naming gawin na sa tingin nyo ay hindi nyo kaya, tanggapin nyo na lang, 'di ba? Mga lahi ni Adan, di ako galit.
Sige, pinapatawad na po namin kayo. Okay na po, pinapatawad na namin kayo. Anyway,
Thank you.
okay, so with that, Ma'am Janine, tama po kayo. It's all about equality, and it's all about a collaborative work. Kumbaga, men and women
Partnership.
collaborate. Yes, it's partnership. Tama po kayo doon na the strength and the weakness ng isang babae, same thing with us guys. Pag nag-complement yon at pinagsama niyo yon, if you work together, it will produce a better output.
Yeah, I agree.
And I think that output is peace in our society, peace in our family, joy in our hearts, and also, balikan ko yung sinabi niyo po kanina, no, na the common na medyo naisip ng mga tao, sabi niyo po para kayong robot, no. So to all the viewers po, no, out there, we also have to understand the difference between the love and the lust. Kasi magkaiba
Agree.
yon. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
di ba, Miss Janine, tama yun. Iba yung
Mm-hmm.
you are just sexually attracted and because you wanted to do it for fun, at iba yung pagmamahal na nararamdaman mo. So, yun lang naman. Yun lang yung gusto ko i-share. Anyway,
Yeah, I agree.
so sige, balik tayo. Or I mean, punta tayo sa isa pang question. So, okay pa po ba kayo? Kasi ano po pang number
100 daw to, 100 question
Opo,
daw.
100 questions po ito. Okay po ba kayo?
Sige lang.
Sige lang. Okay,
Gusto
sige
nyo na
lang.
po board?
Hindi naman. Okay, sige. Next question.
Sige, for the next question po, what do you believe is the role of technology in improving the lives of people with disabilities, especially when it comes to issues related to sexual and reproductive health? Yeah.
Alam niyo yung technology, nasa gumagamit din yan eh. If you take advantage of it, or it would be advantageous for you or disadvantaged for you. Kasi 'di ba, we have to be careful also sa mga people with visual impairment. Sa akin na lang, hindi ako lalayo. Mahalaga sa akin yung technology, because this is parang my bread and butter. If I don't know how to use my computer or the other technology that I use to deliver the 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 desired output ng aking client, hindi siguro ako kikita ng pera, 'di ba? So, yung iba, hindi rin ako makakaroon ng expanded networks and connections kung hindi dahil sa technology. Hindi ako makakapagbasa, hindi ako makakapagsulat kung hindi dahil sa technology. So, I think pero hindi lahat ng mga information na nababasa natin online is fact, 'di ba? So we have to really scrutinize all the information that we're getting from the internet. And ano ba yung dapat ko na sabihin? Importante siya, yes, para sa accessibility ng mga people with disability. But there are also risks that we have to also acknowledge when we talk about technology as well. Kasi 'di ba marami ding mga scammers, maraming naloloko, maraming mga misinformation, disinformation, fake news. So I think nasa user na 'yon kung how they're going to filter all the information that they're getting from the technology. But I believe, I trust naman na yung ating mga people with disability, they're very smart. Siguro yun lang lagi kong sinasabi. Pag halimbawa, may mga local government employees or officials that stare down at people with disabilities or advocates na may disability, sometimes may sinabihan ako na social worker, you know what? We're smarter than you think. So, wag niyo kaming kausapin na as if wala kaming alam. We're the expert here. When we talk about disability and disability rights, kami yung expert. So, wag yung titingnan kami na wala kaming alam, na kayo mas alam nyo yung tungkol sa amin. So ako, yung mga technology savvy nowadays, ako nagtitiwala ako na alam nila yung ginagawa nila eh. They know what's best for them. So, make the most out of that technology. And I just hope yung mga yung mga magagaling dyan sa technology, gaya ni Criza, gaya ng mga younger generation, sana magkaroon din ng collaborative effort with other organizations to make it more accessible and friendly, na walang restrictions. Na kasi, 'di ba, we understand for people with visual impairment, nare-restrict tayo, and I think restrictions to navigate a specific website or specific information or technology or application, for me, I feel discriminated. Pag hindi ko ma-access tong application na to or itong information na to and you posted it online, it should be for all. 'Diba? Pero if I can't read that, if I can't access that, I feel discriminated. So, I think this is also a call for ano, for individuals or a group of individuals that are really good in technology to make your software or website accessible. So for people with disability, kung na-access ng mga taong walang kapansanan or ng mga deaf, ng mga people with physical disability, sana no, ma-access din namin mga hindi nakakakita. So, kasi pag hindi namin na-access yan, you can really say that your website or your application is accessible. So,
Mhm.
yun yung definition ko. And I think it's more beneficial for people with disability if you're going to make it accessible for everybody with or without disability.
Wow. Okay. So I just wanna add. Okay. I just wanna add to what you have stated a while ago. The term accessibility. I think that is what the inclusive design training of Atrieve
Yeah,
is.
agree.
So sa mga viewers po natin dyan, promote ko lang ha. Atrieve po. IT School for the Blind. They will help you to make all the documents, all the websites accessible for you. And to know more of that, you can visit their Facebook page at Triv. Okay, so
Mhm.
Ma'am Janine, I think tama po kayo, no? Technology is so powerful.
Mhm.
You should use it responsibly and expediently because
Mhm.
nowadays, in the advent of technology, talagang we can really connect and communicate and we can do a lot out of the technology. Tama po ba?
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
Miss Janine, dahil alam namin na magaling kayo sa technology, ano po ba mga social media apps or mga platforms ang kadalasan yung binibisita or ginagamit?
Actually, hindi talaga ako ganun ka hindi kasi ako pala social media. Hindi ako yung
Facebook?
katulad na yeah, I used Facebook, that's it. And then I also used YouTube and Messenger, yun lang.
May
Hindi kasi
Telegram po
ako
ba kayo?
wala, hindi talaga ako
Sayang.
hindi ako ganyan ka-adventurous katulad niyo, 'di ba? Very conservative pa rin ako and old-fashioned, old school pa rin ako. Alam ni Carissa 'yan.
Hindi, it's okay, ma'am. No? It's okay.
Mhm.
Yung sa akin lang, kaya tinanong ko kung may Telegram po kayo. Wala lang. Chat-chat daw kayo. Anyway,
You can
so,
find me here on Facebook, yun lang. Wala akong
hindi.
TikTok, wala akong may Viber ako, but I used mostly in social media, I use them for work and advocacy
Mhm.
related. But to connect to people and family, yes, sometimes I did that. Pero syempre, pag nagkakaedad ka na, ayaw mo na ng maraming sakit ng ulo. Like, may filter nga ako ng mga friends ko sa Facebook kasi ang dami-dami nila, hindi naman nila ako chinachat. Actually, share ko lang, no? Nung inad ako niya ni Kriza sa Messenger, sabi ko sa kanya, bakit gusto mo akong i-add? Hindi kita i-add dito kung di mo rin naman ako kakausapin. Pampasikip ka lang sa ano ko, sa Facebook friends ko. So, ayun. So, that's how we started our friendship. Ganon. Hindi kasi ako pala add. So, kung gusto mo akong i-add, dapat i-chat mo
True
ako.
po yan. True po
So,
yan.
ang tanong ko po sa inyo ngayon, pwede po
Oh.
ba namin kayo i-add?
Oo naman, basta baka kausapin niyo ako Huwag niyo akong gagawing palamuti lang dyan sa mga Facebook friends niyo, di-delete ko kayo.
Oo nga, no? Ba't yung mga ganun, no? Wala man ng paramdam, no?
Correct. Diba?
Okay, so, with that, gusto ko rin po sanang i-explain or elaborate pa yung sinabi ni Ma'am Janine, yung use of technology because
Mhm.
sometimes may mga tao na nagtataka, hala, visually impaired or totally blind, tapos nakakapag-laptop, nakakapag-computer,
Mhm.
nakakapag-cellphone, nakakapag-Facebook, TikTok, at kung ano-ano pa. So kung nagwa-wonder sila kung bakit, kami lang yon. Kami lang may kaya nun.
Yes. Bakit? Ganun.
Anyway, so medyo gumaganda pa yung usapan natin. No?
Mhm.
Napaka-interactive. So next question po tayo. Wendell, ano ba yan?
Okay, so ako no, in my opinion, I really agree with Miss Jen na it's really up to us kung paano natin gagamitin yung technology. Me,
Mhm.
myself, nung na-explore ko siya, mas lumaki yung mga possibilities, opportunities na magkatrabaho, and
Yeah.
yung ano talaga, kahit sa community lang, makakahanap ka talaga ng mga ano, ng trabaho and mako-connect ka ng mga naging successful na kapwa PWDs through technology. So I really agree
Agree.
on that. There are
Mhm.
disadvantages and advantages. So dapat talaga nating focus tayo sa advantages and minimize the disadvantages. So for
Mhm.
our last question po dito sa online kwentuhan is ano po yung mga goals for the future ninyo, both personally and professionally, and how do you plan to achieve them? Yes, sa work po and sa personally and professionally po. Yan. How would you achieve them
Um,
po?
sa personal, no, kasi sabi ko nga, age is just a number. Siguro, gaya nga ng sinabi ko when we're talking, offline, gumagandang dalaga ako. Pero, syempre, sino ba namang babae ang hindi naghahangad na magkaroon ng sariling pamilya or magkaroon ng the right one. So, syempre, meron kang personal goal. I think that's one thing na I really want to be, to see myself in the future with someone na hinintay ko na matagal na makakasama ko panghabang buhay. Regardless kung
Wow.
halimbawa, kasi di ba question yun eh. Kino-question yun na, ah, may ano ba? May limit ba? May expiration ba yung pag-aasawa o yung paghahanap ng makakasama sa buhay? Pagka halimbawa ba, lagpas ka na sa 30, lagpas ka na 40 or 60 ka na, hindi ka na ba pwedeng mangarap or 'di ba, tanawin na, gusto ko naman din magkaroon ng ka-partner sa buhay," 'di ba? Sa'kin ang pagpapamilya o yung pagpili ng makakasama sa buhay, wala yang expiration. Siguro yung mga matres naming mga babae may expiration, pero yung puso namin, 'di ba?
Yes.
Yung puso namin, hindi. Kasi as you grow older, I think, you become matured and you become very careful in choosing someone you love and putting people in your inner circle. Siguro maintindihan nyo rin ako mga kabataan no, when you are, in my age. I'm not going to tell you how young I am, pero I'm old.
Tinatawanan ka, Ma'am Janine, no? Payag ka po ba nun?
I'm I'm old, pero I'm young at heart. I remain to be young at heart. Para kasi 'di ba, when you are young at heart, 'di ba you're open for innovation. You don't stop learning, you don't stop repackaging yourself. And I think the more you grow older, the more a year added to your age, I think you become careful in picking people to be in your inner circle kasi napi-filter mo. Kasi ako tumanda ako ng ganito na ang dami kong kaibigan. If you're going to check my Facebook friends, I have 900, pero ilan lang diyan, 10 lang diyan. 11 lang diyan. Aside from my family, ang kino-consider kong totoo kong kaibigan. So, I think yun. And yun yung gusto ko na ma-expand ko pa yung ano ko, yung personal life ko, hindi lang kasi when we talk about SRHR, hindi lang naman din kasi yan, we're talking about sex life ng mga women and girls with disability. Eh. We're also talking about their love and relationship, especially relationship with themselves. Ay, gusto ko din
Mhm.
yon. Personal ko rin goal yon na maging, mahalin ko palalo yung sarili ko. Love myself a little more. Kasi, if I love myself a little more, I could give more love to fellow women with disabilities. Especially if I'm leading an organization, kailangan kong mahalin ko pa yung sarili ko. Kailangan pagandahin ko pa yung sarili ko. Kailangan pagyamanin ko pa yung sarili ko kasi may mga miyembro kaming umaasa sa akin. So I think yun din yung dahilan bakit I want to become a better version of myself every day. Kasi these
Mhm.
people put me in this position because they trust me. They know that I can fly our organization and I don't want to fail them. Sila talaga yung inspiration ko. Yung mga women with disability ng WD there, sila yung inspiration ko to become a better version of who I am. So, yun yung gusto ko. Gusto ko makilala ang WD there at gusto ko rin na yung mga members namin magkaroon ng boses, magkaroon ng mukha yung mga kababaihan sa society. Hindi lang kasi kami mukhang kaawa-awa, pero kami mukhang may kakayahan na meron kaming may maiaambag sa lipunan at sa society, 'di ba? So yun yung gusto ko. So paano ko gagawin yun? Siguro yun nga, number one, pagbutihin ko pa yung sarili ko. At 'di ba, yung palawigan ko pa yung kaalaman ko. Hindi talaga dapat natatapos na porket matanda na ako, 'di ba? Na ayoko na mag-aral, na gusto ko nang kumita ng pera. Yung pa yung isa, gusto ko rin kumita ng maraming pera. Hindi para sa akin. Kasi when I have resources, I'm capable to help. Yun yung
Yeah.
gusto ko. 'Di ba? Yun ang talaga yung goal ko. I want to, have resources, unlimited resources, so that I can be capable to help. I'll be a
Mhm.
channel of God's grace. So, I think, yun yung gusto ko gawin as a starter. Starter pa lang yan.
Pero I like what you have said a while ago, Miss
Mm.
Janine, no? Parang gusto ko siyang i-quote na parang age is age is not just a number, and you are true when you say that dapat you age with grace. Tumatanda
Agree.
ka na meron kang mai-impart sa iyong family, sa isang society, hindi yung tumatanda ka for nothing. And sabi niyo nga po kanina sa introduction niyo na you are, ano po yun? Gumagandang
Dalaga.
dalaga instead of
Alam,
tumatandang dalaga.
Oo, gumagandang dalaga si
Dalaga.
Janine. At saka
Yeah.
alam mo, ito lang din yung gusto ko sabihin, no, sa mga women with disability. Kasi ako, lagi ko sinasabi, lahat ng mga kababaihan may angking ganda. 'Di ba?
Wow. Yes.
Ako, 'di ba, hindi ko sinasabi, ay Janine, ang ganda mo. Syempre ako sinasabi ko yun sa sarili ko, uy, ang ganda ko. Pero alam mo, ang natutunan ko sa training na, yung sa launching namin kahapon ng manual ng NCDA, yung beauty, I think galing yun doon sa isang leader din na empowered woman with disability leader. Sabi niya, beauty. Ang beauty ng mga kababaihang may kapansanan, hindi lang siya basta ganda lang. Binigyan niya ng meaning yon, deeper meaning. Letter B, sinabi niya, you have to be brave. And yung letter E, you have to be empowered. Yung
Wow.
letter A, you have to be active and an advocate. And yung U, you have to be unique. And then yung letter T, you have to be trainable. And yung last one, yun ang gusto ko. You have to remain young, diba? Kasi yun nga, kasi pag young ka, at iniisip mong bata ka, fresh ka diba? Tsaka, you are open to fresh ideas. Kayong mga kabataan, gusto namin kayong ma-involve and ma-engage sa organization. Kasi, marami kayong mga fresh ideas na sa akin sa tingin ko, very helpful. Ako
Mhm.
in-encourage ko talaga yung mga young leaders natin like you, like Kriza, like Wendell, to really come out. Kasi kaming mga hindi ko naman sinasabing sobrang tanda ko na, na-ancient na ako. Pero 'di ba, yung influence nyo mas malakas kasi mas innovative, mas interactive, and I think it's more interesting sa mga young generation natin than your ideas. Kasi you are creative, I think, yung mga young generation. So, I think that's the meaning of women with disability with beauty. O, di ba?
Wow. So,
Panalo.
dahil nga po na beauty nga po kayo na mention, so sabi niyo po, ang mga kababaihan, iba't ibang beauty yung tinataglay. So before we wrap it up, you've mentioned na you are also looking, waiting and praying for the one ng buhay niyo. So, Ma'am Janine, before po ba, may naging boyfriend na daw po ba kayo? Maybe some guys or people who are watching right now are are curious about it. May naging boyfriend na daw po bang
Sure.
isang Ma'am Janine?
Siyempre, hindi naman ako galing kumbento, no? Hindi man ako nagmadre. Diba? Diba? I'm a very, hindi ko sinasabi to, ha? Ako, feminine yung gender expression ko. Alam ni Krisa yan. And, hindi ako asexual. Sexual akong tao. And I embrace my sexuality kasi I know it's God's gift. And each and every one of us, we are a sexual being, and I think you have to embrace that. Diba? Kahit na sa tingin mo, iba yung preference mo sa, hindi ko sinasabi dun sa typical na tao, pero I think that's make you unique. If you have a different preference, it's good that you are unique, and I think you have to embrace that. Diba?
Wow. So, yan, alam niyo na ha. So, si Ma'am Janine po ay available, waiting, pero natin kung makakapas kayo sa standard niya.
Nako,
Ma'am
papagalitan
Janine,
ako
okay
niya ni
lang-
Krisa.
Okay lang po bang sabihin ko kung taga saan daw po kayo?
Taga Makati ako.
Ayun, sinabi na ni
I
Ma'am
could
Janine.
have my Gucci
Okay,
on.
wow.
Loko-loko ka,
Ayan.
Krisa.
So, ayun. So, Ma'am Janine, on behalf of Project Aguila, we are very thankful to have you here sa aming online kwentuhan. But before we end, pakidugtungan po ang aming statement na ito. So, ready na po ba kayo?
Nako,
I
na-brief
think you
dyan,
are.
ha?
Ito po ang
Okay.
surprise. Okay, so, ang aming pong linya sa Project Aguila ay, ako ay lilipad tulad ng isang agila para sa blank.
Para sa mga kababaihang may kapansanan.
Wow! Ang bilis na na.
Mhm.
Very short but very sweet as well.
Mhm.
Ayun! So, Ma'am Janine, maraming salamat po. We've learned a lot from you. Sana
Hopefully.
galing din ang mga nanonood at makakapanood pa ng video na ito. Lastly, baka may gusto po kayong pasalamatan, i-promote, or i-invite.
Well, una no, sa pagtatapos ng buwan ng mga kababaihan, binabati ko lahat ng mga kababaihan, wala man or may kapansanan man ng maligayang Women's Month. And sana sa pagtatapos ng ating isang buong buwan na pagsaselebra ng kalakasan ng mga kababaihan, magpatuloy pa rin tayo sa kabila ng mga hamon, mga difficulties na kinakaharap natin bilang babae at bilang babae may kapansanan. Magsama-sama pa rin tayong ma-achieve ang gender equality and social inclusion ng mga women and girls with disability, lalo na sa region natin, sa Pilipinas. Yon, binabati ko W there. Hello, hello.
Wow, hello! W there! Ms. Janine, paano po pala kayo mako-contact sa W there? Ano po bang hanapin? May Facebook page po ba kayo? Website? Or any,
Actually, we're still on the
platform.
process of building our Facebook page kasi kaka-organize lang namin nitong March. But you can, if you're interested to know more about W there, you can just message me, Janine Cruzet, and then I'm going to link you to our secretary and other W there officers if you really want to, know more about W there.
Wow, thank you. I hope, Ma'am Janine, na naging masaya po kayo sa ating online
Oo
kwentuhan.
naman.
Okay.
Ang bilis
And
ng
to
isang oras.
Bilis nga po no? So sana may part 2 pa to sa mga susunod pa mga panahon. Because it is really a great time spending po na makasama kayo.
Yeah, congratulations, Project Aguila. Congratulations. I'm so proud of you.
Yes, thank you po, Ma'am Janine. And there you have it, mga ka-Agila, atin pong napakinggan, napanood at atin pong nasaksihan kung paano nga po ba ang isang babae tulad ni Ma'am Janine ay naging isang advocate at naging isang empowered despite her visual disability. And I'd like to quote that Miss Janine is a woman with a beauty. So what is beauty? So sabi niya po kanina, being brave, being empowered, being advocate, being unique, being trainable, and above all, being young. So, on behalf of Project Aguila, we would like to spread that beauty to all women out there. So, mga ka-Aguila, nais ko pong i-introduce sa inyo ang mga tao behind the scenes. So, nasa backstage sila ngayon. So, let me introduce you to our very hardworking team. First of all, our finance officer and area facilitator of Bayawan City, Negros Oriental. Ladies and gentlemen, mga ka-Aguila, please welcome Miss Criza Gonzalez.
Ayan, kita na sa camera. Kanina nakayuko daw ako. So, ayan, hello. Thank you, Ate Janine. Thank you.
Welcome.
Ayan, thank you, Criza. And next, nga pala, nais naming pasalamatan si Criza because sa lahat po ng technical, sa lahat po ng mga nangyayari po behind the online kwentuhan, siya po ang nakasubaybay doon. So kung may pumalpak, alam niyo na kung sino yung inyong anyway, let us proceed. Okay, so our documenter and meeting facilitator, live from Bacolod City, none other than Mr. Wendell Clavel.
Hello po.
Hello po. Ayan. Siyempre, hindi po namin nakasama ngayon ang aming communication officer from Kidapawan City, si Miss Venice Jerusalem. Meron po siyang personal na lakad. Pero kung nanonood ka man ngayon, Venice, hi, ingat ka sa pagpunta sa pupuntahan mo. And of course, we would like to acknowledge din ang aming social media manager, si Ma'am Nika, taga Pasay City. And at the same time, our project manager, Miss Kate, from Iloilo City. So muli mga ka-Aguila, maraming salamat sa inyong pagsubaybay sa aming online kwentuhan. Hanggang sa muli, I am Joash Adon Arbocaren, your host for today. And this is Project Aguila, soaring purposely, serving uniquely. Hanggang sa muli mga ka-Aguila, Happy Women's Month! And God bless us all. Maraming salamat at paalam. Thank you.